Alrighty, all welcome back to the channel. Of course, my name is Tommy, and this here is the Gallery Backyard Barbecue. And those that have been following the channel for a while know I am 100% all about the recipes. Sure, we love doing the brisket, we love doing the ribs, we love doing the pork butts and shoulders. That said, nothing jacks me up more than a recipe. And I can tell you on today's show that this recipe is gonna be a must make, and we are gonna do it all outside on my Monument Grills, Eminent 605. And I can tell you most of the ingredients you are gonna have in your cabinet or in the fridge. And I have made this recipe before, and I can tell you it is a flavor explosion that is definitely gonna up your backyard barbecue game. And of course, I am talking about Marry Me Chicken. Look, I know we've all heard Marry Me Chicken. I know we've heard the recipe. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you if you make this, it'll get you married. But what I am telling you, if you do decide to make this recipe, you will absolutely fall in love with it. That is a guarantee. So what I want to do here, we've got our simple ingredients here on the board. We've got to mix up a quick rub that we are going to rub down the chicken with. After that, I will take you up to the deck. We will fire up my Monument Grills and we will get this cook started. So as we get started with this custom rub here, keep in mind that I will have the full ingredient list down in the description under the show notes. As I mentioned, it is a simple rub and you probably got most of the ingredients already up in the cabinet. So once you get all those ingredients in, you are going to incorporate all that together. Once that is done, get your chicken on the board, get it cleaned up, get it patted down, dried off. I am going with a boneless chicken breast. This is going to be thick cut, and also some chicken thighs. I gotta have my chicken thighs in there. These are bone in, skin on. I will get that rub all over the breast, all over the thighs. You want to make sure you get the tops, bottoms, the sides. You know the deals. Don't go skimpy with the rub. Get it all on. After you get that chicken rubbed down, you can leave it here on the board. Let it come up to room temperature for about 15-20 minutes or so. Let that rub do its thing. In the meantime, we got to hop on up to the deck because we got to fire up that Monument Grills. So once you get that Monument Grills all fired up, I am going to keep some zones off on the end, 2 up high in the middle. That is going to give me a 428 in the pit. I mean, that there is pretty amazing, and that there is going to be perfect. So I wanted to show you the versatility of a Monument Grills, hence we will be using the side table burner and also, as you could see, a saute pan. We are in between 350 and 400 in the pan. That is going to be perfect. First up is going to be garlic, oil, and a little bit of butter. That is going to get us going. You want to cook that for about maybe, 30 seconds to a minute or so. You want to release the oils in the garlic. So after that garlic starts softening up a little bit, it is time to get the chicken on. And look, one of the mistakes people make on anytime they are working a saute pan is they overcrowd the pan. I've got 6 pieces of chicken, but that is going to be too much, as it'll just lower the temperature too much on the in the saute pan. So I will drop in 4 pieces of chicken. I mean, it couldn't get much easier than that. We are going to allow that to go for about 4 to 5 minutes or so. After that time, I will bring you guys back and we will take this recipe to the next step. So right around that 4 to 5 minute mark, it is going to be time to flip the chicken. And I could tell you as we turn it over, we are developing quite the sear on the chicken. That is absolutely perfect. I mean, look, we are going for the best of both worlds here. We are going to saute pan the chicken, which is going to give us a lot of flavor in that saute pan. We are going to get that chicken only about halfway cooked or whatever. And then we are going to move it on over, as you see, up to the Monument Grill to finish it off. At that point, we are going to develop some char on the chicken, get it all back in the pan. I'm telling you, this is an incredible recipe that is going to go perfect for this Monument Grills. So all there is to do now, we've got those last 2 chicken thighs. We got to get those in a saute pan. Same deal as before, 4 to 5 minutes, then flip. Another 4 to 5 minutes, then move it on over to the Monument Grills to be finished off, where we will finish off the chicken there. In the meantime, we've got to get the sauce started, and that is coming up next. Incorporate all that goodness together. Once you get that mixed up, well, you are going to grab some spice. Of course, we are talking about some basil or however it is you call it. You are going to want to get that in. Give that a good mix. Bring it up to a low simmer. After that, as we will finish it off, hopefully with some char. Now back on to the saute pan. That is going to be some sun-dried tomatoes. Again, very key to the recipe. You are going to want to incorporate all that goodness together. To help it along to develop a nice even char, we will also get a quick temp check, and you could see we are perfect right at that 164, 165, under 170 anyway. We will hit that sauce with some pecorino romano, and then we will take that chicken and move it into the sauce to finish up the recipe. Once you get that chicken moved over from the grill into the sauce with the flame on high for a nice low simmer, you are just going to want to self-baste the chicken in this sauce, so give it a flip. Also, you could use your tongs or a spoon just to lay some of that sauce on over the chicken. Again, this is a ton of flavor right here, and you definitely want to get that chicken coated perfectly. Once you get that chicken basted out, flip them again so you are right side up. It is time to pull that off, get it down to the shack, and let's get it plated up. Yeah. Alrighty guys, and that is it here. And yeah, I went a little bit heavy on that parsley for color. I was playing the breeze here in the shack. If you can't tell, man, it is gusting 20, 30 miles per hour. But I got to tell you, the Monument Grills was spot on. She reacted to everything that I needed to get this cook done. When I needed more heat, I turned it up and she gave it to me. And that's pretty impressive again with this with these heavy wind gusts here. That'll knock any gas grill right down. It just cools it down. They're very hard to operate if they don't have enough juice, and this Monument Grills definitely has enough juice. Is that too much sauce? I am going to tell you, no way. I've got some crusty old French bread in the house with some butter, and I will be dipping. This is definitely an indulgence, but hey man, you only live once. Let's go on in for that taste test. And I know, as I said, I know we've all seen this have seen this Marry Me chicken online, and maybe we haven't made it. It's so fun to make. It's so fun to make outside because, you know, on the Monument grills, because you don't have to worry about the mess. Sure, I got to clean up the grease splatter on the Monument grills, but I definitely don't have to clean the kitchen, so that is a plus. And here we go with a little bit of breast happening right here, and cheers. So I got to tell you, I mean, the flavors in this are absolutely incredible. You can get, you know, you can get a lot of the rub that we put on the chicken. We sauteed it in the saute pan. That is going to develop a lot of flavors in the saute pan, and then after that we put it in the grill, and that is going to give us that nice char on that skin that we love. After we hit that 165 on the grill, back in the sauce she went to finish it up. Man, that is the best of both worlds, saute pan and Monument grills. So look, that is going to close out this show. I appreciate you all for watching. Again, my name is Tommy. Right here is Molly. This is Marry Me Chicken. And of course, that's the Monument grills up top on the deck. And until next time, we will see you soon.